What's Tea, Petty Bunch? Welcome back to another episode of Girl, Girl, Girl. Can we gossip with the Petty One? Welcome to the Petty Palace. I just want to run my mouth real quick. Two things. Want to talk about Karen Huger first, then Melody Shari. So, word on the curb is Miss Karen Huger has decided to break up with the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm going to say before they break up with her. So, how do you guys feel about Karen not attending this season's reunion, skipping out on the reunion to go to rehab after this whole drunken debacle? Now, mind you, I am a fan of the Grand Dame, but I just have to say, Karen, this is not a good look. You should have faced the music, and you should have sat there, and you should have, first of all, I'm going to say this. If I was part of the Grand Dame's PR team, when shit first hit the fan about this DUI, one of the first things I would have done is I would have sat with Karen and we would have had to make some serious decisions. Are we going to go back to the Real Housewives of Potomac? If so, what is our strategy going to be? My strategy would have been, Karen, we are going to face this DUI situation head on. This is going to be our talking point this season. That way, we will not look like we're gaslighting everyone and talking about, oh, we're going to let it play out in court. Oh, I'm going to be proven innocent, especially when you knew you ran into a goddamn tree.
And I'm assuming that you had like a couple of beers or something
Yes,
like that.
that's all I had.
But
It's been good for my marriage. Do you know my husband?
I do not know your husband.
Everybody's gonna hate you, by the way.
What?
Do you know who I am?
I don't.
I.
You've told me your name is Karen.
No.
Let me help you up.
No, I did not. Oh God.
That's what I told
I'm
you.
lit.
Yes, you are lit. I'm just gonna read you.
I am Thomas Jefferson's concubine.
The computer's
and
gonna continue reading that
half
file.
of the
All I
nation.
need
Your
you to do
point
is
is
listen.
what? No, what you need to do is tell me what you want.
All I need you to do is listen. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your car was on fire. Thomas Jefferson's concubine telling a white officer he's poor and asking him if he knows who the fuck you are. And also, I'm lit. Falling out of the damn cop car when they got you back to the precinct. Ain't no way. And Karen, how the hell would you tell your attorney to fight this in court knowing they had this damning video of your ass? Just whole ass situation. So that for me, I thought was wrong. Karen, you and your team played this situation this season all wrong, or you tried to mum's the word. It was like you were walking on eggshells, and it was like you're trying to be holier than thou, knowing that you have fucked up. When, hey, we are human, we all fuck up, we all make mistakes. You could have came in this season like, yo, woo, y'all, I fucked up. And you could have talked about it this season. You could have talked about it, put it out there. The ladies wouldn't have had nothing to really talk about. They couldn't have clowned you. They couldn't have rolled you no kind of way. Because guess what? You talked about your own shit. You bringing your shit up to the forefront. That's how you handle that situation. So now for you to skip out on the reunion makes you look weak. And now for you to quit also makes you look weak. Yeah, it looks like you got the last word. But again, when you're dealing with housewives and the way you guys come for each other, like how you've come for Robin and how she's come for you for all these years, and then to have Robin and Giselle to clown you on Reasonably Shady, you know Robin was going to come for you. You know that she was looking for something, and you gave her all of these somethings. We wouldn't have known anything about your arrest video if your dumbass lawyers, if you wouldn't have told your dumbass attorneys to fight this. And if they would have seen this footage, why would they want to fight this in courts, knowing that you were guilty as two left shoes, knowing that you have a situation when it comes to alcohol? You have a situation when it comes to alcohol. We are not going to sugarcoat this situation. It is serious. You could have killed yourself. You could have killed somebody. And since you're rich and got all this money, why would you not call an Uber Black if you was lit off your ass? There is no way you should have gotten behind anybody's wheel. That was just negligent. It was just disappointing. Like, you are a mother, you have a daughter that adores you and looks up to you, and for you to just degrade yourself in this manner is ridiculous. And we didn't even have to see this if you would have just put your shit out there, put it out there. And if you would have just not tried to fight this, we the people would not have seen this video, and we would not be making content about you and the fuck ups that you had. This is bad. So anyway, Karen breaking up with the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let me know how y'all feel about it. It's just wild to see that she will no longer be on the show. Like, Karen is one of the main staples and one of the main reasons why this show has, in my opinion, has thrived. She and Giselle are two alpha females, and I feel like they, just are a big part of this show. So to see Karen go, I don't know. This is either looks like it's gonna be the end of Real Housewives of Potomac, or we are gonna start from scratch with a whole new cast. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about it. Now, listen. I have to talk about it. I am not gonna talk about this whole episode of Love and Marriage Hip Hop. What I want to talk about specifically is the messiness of Carlos, Kimmy, Trish, Dusty, and Letitia. These co-conspirators, in my opinion, are so very jealous of Melody and how she is eating them in every scene, how she has read them all for filth, how she has walked away from their bullshit, that she is in a league all by herself, that they have to conspire and set up a situation to give Martell's alleged jump off, Trish, a situation where she feels like she could grow some balls and come at Melody on some rah-rah shit. And did y'all see how Dusty and Toilet Tissue was sitting there grinning and smiling when Trish was trying to nuck if she bucked, trying to get on Mel about, well, that joke that you said that we probably still love each other. Trish, okay, even if it wasn't a joke, why are you so activated? If Marquez is out of your system like you say, and if he's been a shitty husband and father like you say, why are you so activated? And Kimmy, why is it that you can willingly sit down and talk about other people's shit, but when it comes to Maurice getting arrested and Maurice's extra alleged curricular activities where he got hoes signing NDAs so they can't talk about how he may or may not have put his eggplant in places where the sun don't shine. Why you can't talk about that? Credit one. Why you can't talk about the fuckery that allegedly has been happening at Credit One all these years whenever asked about that. Why is it that you feel that you need to play mediator in a situation that you have causing the conflict and the situation between Hotel's jump off Trish and his ex Melody? Why do you feel that you, out of everyone on the cast, is the one to sit there and try to hash this out? We see you, Kimmy. We see you. You have to take the shit off of you and place it on Melody. So, because you want us to forget about bobblehead Maurice and his mole out here plucking and fucking everything walking. That to me, it shows how weak of a woman you are, how jealous and how, yeah, just how jealous and how intimidated you are by Melody because she is making moves and she built that franchise so you could eat. And how you walked away from a good ass paying nursing job to allow this bobblehead nigga to bring you down and tell you you can't be a nurse anymore and has you out here trying to do real estate and doing shit that you don't want to be. You raised your son Jalen, but he brings his son Monster to you, Maurice Jr. And why this boy, senior in high school, y'all still calling him Monster? But he brings his son to Alabama for you to raise because he ain't raised.
Taking them to school.
I spent time with them. No, guys.
Please don't let that stop. Please don't let them be your first two examples of picking up and dropping off.
We have conversations for more than hours.
I hear what you're saying as far as sitting in traffic.
Who helps him with his homework?
Maurice, if you helped him every day, he wouldn't be behind right now.
I don't help him every single day.
So let's not go there.
There's a limit to me helping him do everything. I don't believe that parents should be doing everything for a boy by the time 16.
I'm saying
You've been raising him. You've been cooking them meals and waking him up for school and doing all this stuff. Maurice ain't raising him. Maurice out here in these streets, allegedly having a good ass time. But you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about and create confusion and drama. And you want Trish to get activated, her and her muscles to get activated. And y'all already see how unstable. Y'all know Trish is missing some sandwiches in her goddamn picnic basket. You know she ain't got them all. You know she don't know how to read a room. You know she don't know nothing about social cues. You know that man keep her activated. Marquez activates her. He is her Achilles heel because she more than likely, in fact, is still in love with that man because he left her at her weakest moment when she was losing family members. Y'all know that. Y'all know that woman is missing screws. And Ken, she's using Ken to just be to fill the void that Marquez left behind because they need a daddy figure in the house. She don't love that man. She don't love nothing about Ken. There is nothing about Ken that Trish loves. She loves the fact that he can fill the void and maybe take him to school and pick him up. And maybe because he's adding to the household financially. So where she's weak with purchasing things for her kids, he's filling in the gap. That's the shit. That's the hypocrisy that y'all want to come for Melody and say that she's done this and she's done that. When y'all started attacking Mel during the first season, y'all were contributors and co-conspirators into why the Holtz marriage ended. Now we know Hotel was the main reason, but you all nitpicking and throwing in, throwing your little shots and your little digs here, there, and everywhere. And now that Melody and Hotel are no more, what do y'all have left? It's time for the cameras to be turned on y'all. It's time for y'all to be exposed. And y'all want to be perfect marriages. Y'all are married to two narcissistic, Neanderthal, just bobble-headed men who think they are God's gift to women, and they are not. The way that they talk to y'all, Kimmy, and you want to talk about Mel and what she's going through and trying to come for her when you were battling cancer and trying to survive, and your husband is upset because he wants to get a nut off, and you sick, and he want to fuck while you sick, and you trying to get well, and all he's concerned about is when he gonna bust his next nut, and not being the husband that you need him to be to you and for you while you are recovering. Allegedly. Not allegedly you recovering from cancer, but him allegedly wanting to fuck, and you're trying to recover from having beaten cancer. But that's your man, and you don't want to talk about that. Nor does Tisha Toilet Tissue want to talk about the fact that her husband went to Africa by himself. Y'all really believe that man went to Africa by himself? Y'all really think Marceau went to Africa by himself? That's what he told Letitia. But Letitia don't want to talk about that. She don't want to talk about that. Nor does she want to talk about the fact that the woman that she's sitting on the couch with, that big bobble-headed ass woman, Destiny, that she's sitting on the couch with, has set up that field day where she had Hotel Tell Your Darkest Secret. Tissue, you don't think that she and Hotel had pillow talk, and you don't think that he told her about all of your little conquests that happened in undergrad? You don't think that she set up this big D energy event to expose you because you and Marceau and Maurice and Kimmy are the next targets? They've already broken Mel down, not to where she can't rise above, because that's where she is now, but they have already attacked her. Mel ain't got nothing else to give them. So who got next? You got next. But you sitting on the couch thinking Destiny is your girl when she set your ass up. Set your thick thighs, saving lives ass up, that you getting the last bit of your meal when Hotel walked in, and you ran out of there scared instead of cursing her out. You telling his bobble-headed ass that you can't sit with the enemy and your husband's not present because you're protector. Marceau has never protected you. Hell, Marceau don't like you. And we the people see it. And the people that's y'all quote unquote fans saying that he loves and honors you where? Because after field day, we saw you crying inside the ring shop, and we saw him sans his ring, and you begging and pleading for him to wear his ring, and you talking about what marriage means to you, but he has another definition of what marriage meant to him. And then for Trish to be activated, you activated because you still love Marquez. You trying to throw the stench off of your scent because you, Jump Off, was allegedly messing with a then married Martell. But you was too chicken shit to have a real grown ass conversation when Melody checked you. You looked everywhere but in her eyes like a woman to have a woman to woman discussion. You ain't want to have a woman to woman discussion. It looked like a woman and a little dumbass girl having a discussion, because when she questioned you, you could not give her a straight answer. You could not look her in the eye. You was looking everywhere but at Melody. You was looking like a goddamn fool. That's exactly what you looked like. And you being overly activated to try to appease Dusty, Tissue, and Kimmy, and trying to come for Mel, girl, please. Please. You have nothing to offer. You have brought nothing to this show but showing us how mentally unstable you are. Do you realize how many people see your weirdness being displayed on camera? You're weird. You're goofy. You're corny. You're silly. It's wild to me. Again, and that lets you know that Carlos is trying to throw anything at Mel to see what sticks. He's trying to get anything to stick to Melody, but Melody is ducking and dodging, matrixing the fuck out of all of y'all this season. And word on the curb is Melody made a nice little post quoting Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. here. And it's a little bit telling. So it's kind of got we the people believing that this may be her official exit from this show. And I feel like, Melody, you are so warranted. Carlos, the succubus, has eaten from you this last time. So allow him and his gutter, hood rat, the rest of his cast, let them be and let them figure out how to pick up the pieces, because right now they ain't got shit left. Ain't nobody gonna sit and watch Dusty. Dusty has no storyline. When y'all kicked her off the first time, she should have stayed gone. Again, no nutritional value whatsoever. If anything, Love and Hip Hop Huntsville is truly Love and Hip Hop Huntsville. It is not the show that we were all expecting to see when it first premiered on. It's a shit show. And I don't see anything good coming from this shit show. But all I know is that Kimmy, that they set Mel up for this situation, for Trish to go off and try to attack her before Nell got to her bachelorette party. And we could see it. And it's like, Trish, you overly activated and mad. You gassed up in front of these ladies, but you couldn't be gassed up when you and Mel was talking one-on-one. Matter of fact, you were scared. But because you had a peanut gallery that consists of Kimmy, toilet tissue, and Dusty, that's why you were activated. That's why you were activated. So we're going to see how this next scene is going to play out, because Sonny walks in. So all this shit with Destiny trying to, y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to, girl, you need to go find a hotel. And you need to do a paternity test, because I believe that hotel is Law's daddy. Their energy around each other is too comfortable. And y'all ever see how Destiny looks whenever Martell asks about Law, and he's always smirking when he does that? Now, this is all alleged. This is all my thoughts and opinions. But y'all comment below. Let me know how y'all feel. Do y'all think that Melody Shari is leaving the show? I hope and pray that she does. And I hope that another network is courting her and will utilize this woman to be the woman that we, the people, know that she is. And I'm not speaking from a quote-unquote millimeter point of view. I'm speaking from a woman who is tired of fake ass nicks and nigrettes being succubuses, because that's all these niggas are. They have never, none of these people have clocked in to work. Melody has always clocked in. And now Tissue and Kimmy, it's time for y'all to clock in if y'all want to keep getting these checks, because y'all not getting them from nowhere else. So, pretty much comment how you feel about this scene right here. To me, this was called the setup scene. Let me know how y'all feel. They set Mel up. I don't care what nobody says. They set her up. And I seen it. I clocked it. So y'all comment below. Continue to like and share my content, my videos. Liking my channel, again, is a free way to support me. So until next time, Petty Bunch, I'm out.